Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Alicia. In today's video, we are going to be using and testing out the new Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This came out in two different variations. I got the lighter and mine is in the like shade or whatever universe. All right, so let's go ahead and get you some information on this palette. It retails for $80. You can get it on Hourglass's website as well as Sephora, and I'm sure any other retailers that Hourglass is sold. This is also sold at Ulta now. I forgot about that. Hourglass just recently began being sold there. So, all right, opening this up, this is the packaging here, like a nice marbled packaging. It's like a tin. And then when you open it up, whoops, of course you have got a nice mirror, and then here are your shades here. This, like I said, retails for $80, pretty steep price. I do have one from a prior year. I will grab that one really quick. All right, this right here is the one I have from a prior year. So you can tell it normally is like 6 pans, but they combined two of like Hourglass best selling ambient lighting powders, and they made that into one big pan, which I actually prefer. Getting brushes into these pans can sometimes be a little bit difficult, but anyway, this is basically 5 brand new shades just because they did mix those 2 shades together that they previously had. But this is a limited edition palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some swatches. All right, so here is like the setting powder, and of course that's going to be kind of hard to see. It's like my skin tone. There is one of the blushes and like the bronzer, and then you've got another blush and a highlight. All right, so I'm going to kind of go through those shades that I just swatched. This one right here is the finishing powder. The Infinity powder is what it's called. Then you have got a strobe blush in Vibrant Heat. You have got a bronzer in Glistening Bronze Light, another blush in Luminous Rose, and then you have got a strobe powder, and this is called the Supernatural Strobe Light. All right, as you can tell, this is like a baked, like domed powder, and even though these pans are not that big, this product will last you like forever. So as you can tell, I'm looking pretty bland right now. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this palette. I'm gonna run you through what I have on the rest of my face really quick. I've got on this Guerlain Lore, however you say it. It is like the gold fleck primer. I'm testing this out for another video that I will be filming very soon. For my foundation, I've got on the classic Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydro Foundation in the shade 1.0. I've got on my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade 12N. Set all that down with the MAC Studio Fix Powder. This is going to be on sale for Ulta Black Friday, just a heads up. This is in the shade, whoops, NW13. And then I only set like my T-zone with that palette. I'm gonna set like my cheek area with our Hourglass palette. And then for the eyes, for the primer, I've got the MAC Painterly Paint Pot Classic. And then I put on the Natasha Denona, this is the Mini Star palette. I have this shade in the crease, this shade under the brow bone and in the inner corner, and then this on the upper lash line and the lower lash line as well. And then I've got on this little just single from her. This is in the shade Bronze Age, and I'm pretty sure this is from the bronze palette, if not maybe the gold palette, but that is what I have like on my entire lid. And then I've got on the It Cosmetics Brow Power pencil and my classic Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. So that gets us 100% caught up. Let's go ahead and dip into this palette here. All right, so I appreciate that they did this like double pan here because most powder brushes like this one are pretty big. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this. Now, one thing about these baked powders, I'm gonna put this just on my cheek area where I didn't powder previously. And you can see it does just give you like this glow. You can see from one cheek to the other. You see how this one just is catching the light a little bit more, hence the ambient lighting powder. There's something about Hourglass baked products that are just like so perfecting. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of this on my forehead as well, just whatever is left on the brush. All right, now I'm gonna go into this little brush here, and this is of course a different bronzer brush than I am used to using, but I'm going to dip that into this bronzer. But yeah, these powders are like not powdery at all. They are so silky. Of course it does come at a price being $80, but like I said, this will really last you like forever. This palette here I've had for 2 years and it still looks brand new. I don't use it all that often, but it definitely has got use and you can't tell at all. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my chest as well. And there's just something about bronzer that just brings your face back to life, right? It's one of my all-time favorite makeup routine steps. All right, and then I can actually use the highlighter brush that I'm used to using. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into that strobe lighting powder here and just apply that. Look at that powder. So highlighted side, unhighlighted side. And this has kind of got like a pink, like opalescence to it, which I love. Pink undertone highlighters, one of my favorites. All right, now I'm gonna dip into this and I'm gonna put just a little bit right above the highest point of my brow and just kind of drag that up. I'm barely pressing down. Now we're going to do collarbone here. And then with whatever is left on my brush, I'm just going to bring that down. Now for blush, I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here, just because I generally like a more like muted type of a blush, like a natural type of look. And I just think this one would look good with what we're wearing. I can't believe it's already the week of Thanksgiving whenever I am filming this. Time just does not stop, does it? All right, now I don't really feel like I need to all that much, but just out of habit, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like blend the perimeters of my face with just this big powder brush, and I have nothing on this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set everything down. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. All right, and I'm gonna throw on one of my favorite MAC lipsticks. This is MAC Honey Love. Such a like perfect nude in my opinion. All right, so this is the completed makeup look. Let's talk about this palette really quick. It is very pricey. I love the packaging of this one compared to like a prior year that I have. This is a huge upgrade. Love this packaging. Having said that, this does retail for $80. I think if you're wanting to try Hourglass, this is a great way to do it. Normally, like, each one of these items costs like $40, and this is almost like a full size. I'm gonna grab a full size blush really quick. All right, so this is a full size blush here. As you can tell, these pans are a little bit smaller, but I'm never going to go through this blush. So I think that you're getting a great opportunity to try some of the best products from Hourglass. So this gorgeous, like, luminous setting powder, bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlighter that is like everything you need. You saw how quick it was to do the rest of my face. It is pricey, but it is great quality. This will last you forever. I think if you find one where you love the tones, then it definitely is worth it. It's something that you will have in your collection for a long time to come. And I will say that in comparison, like I said, to a prior year, I love these tones better. And I love that they combined that setting powder shade. So this one, compared to previous years, I really enjoy. I love it so much. I'm glad that I picked it up. I think I'll get a ton of use out of that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of the video, then leave me like a little turkey emoji. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.